Good morning, students. Again, we are in the classroom. After the discussion of yesterday's on compound interest, we are coming on the solution of the problems of the exercise. I solved yesterday the problem of 1 with the help of the empirical formula, that is A is equal to P into 1 plus R by 100 to the power n, where it has been told A is amount, P is the principal, R is the rate per conversion period, and N is the number of conversion period. So any problem, if you want to find out the amount, so you can use this formula. After using this formula, you can calculate this way and you will be getting the result. How? This formula is coming yesterday, I have discussed, but today I will show you also how it is required to discuss step by step for the first year, second year and third year, because it is the amount we have to calculate after 3 years how much it will be coming. So that's why I'm taking to you, say I1 is the interest for the first year for 30,000 rupees at the rate of 9% and for 1 year. So the formula you know, P into R into T by 100. So principal is here is 30,000, rate of interest 9% for 1 year divided 100. So the interest for the first year, it is coming as a rupees 2,700 as interest. So you know the principal for the next year, for the compound interest, the previous year interest will be added with the previous given principal. So that will be coming as the principal for the next year. So that's why the principal for the second year, it is coming rupees 30,000 plus the interest for the first year, that is 2,700. So total it is coming rupees 32,700. Now we have to calculate the interest for the next year, that is second year. Second year interest I am taking as I2. Interest for the second year will be calculated over the amount with the principal 32,700 rupees. So 32,700 rupees at the rate of 9% for 1 year and divided by 100. Calculating, it is coming as 2,943 rupees coming as interest at the end of the second year. So the principal for the third year will be, that is the previous year principal plus the interest incurred in the second year. That is the total interest principal for the third year will be equal to 32,700 rupees plus the interest for the second year we got, that is 2,943 rupees. Calculating, adding them together, it is coming rupees 35,643 rupees. That is coming as the capital for the third year. And the interest I3 is the interest for the third year if we calculate over the principal 35,643 rupees. So it will be coming 35,643 rupees, rate is 9% into for 1 year by 100, and calculating this thing, it will be coming as 3,207 rupees 87 paise. So this is the interest for the third year. When the interest for the third year, so we will be calculating the amount after 3 years, how much that particular amount will be coming after 3 years. That will be calculated, amount will be equal to that the principal at the end of the third year will be equal to 35,643 rupees plus the interest incurred, that is 3,207 rupees 87 paise. So together it is coming 38,550 rupees 87 paise. That is the total amount. So therefore the amount for the 30,000 rupees at the rate of 9% per annum after 3 years will be coming as 38,850 rupees 87 paise. So this is the way to calculate step by step, but you can use this formula directly as you are liking. Here a little bit problem is there, you have to multiply a little bit because the data has been given in such a way that it is not cancelling each other. That's why you have to go a little bit long calculation. So finally you will be getting the same answer. You can use any one of the method as you like. Thank you. Dear student, we have completed the question number 4, and you will see question number 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, the similar type of problem where it is required to find out the amount. Now we will be coming to the question number 6, where in question number 6 it is asking to find out the principal. That means how much money it has been invested for certain time for a given rate of interest, and some compound interest it has been incurred. We have to find out the total money borrowed. In this problem, problem number 6, Chandana Devi borrowed some money for 2 years in compound interest at the rate of 8% per annum. If the compound interest is rupees 2,496, then how much money she borrowed? That means we have to find out the principal. In this case, we know the same formula we will be using here is A is equal to P into 1 plus R by 100 to the power n, and all the nomenclatures is known to you. So the compound interest, if we want to find out, so compound interest will be equal to the amount minus principal. That will be giving us the compound interest. So from there, compound interest amount is coming here is P into 1 plus R by 100 to the power n minus P. That will be giving us the compound interest. In this case here, the compound interest is given after the end of 2 years. It has been given 2,496. Rate of interest 8% and time 2 years. That's why n is equal to 2, as it is converting or compounding annually. So in this case we are simplifying. In this case, so P, if we take common from here and here, P taking common out, so what is left? 1 plus R by 100, R is 8% by 100 to the power n, n is equal to 2 here. So that's why the expression is coming here, P into 1 plus 8 by 100 to the power 2 minus 1, and that is giving us the simple compound interest, and compound interest it has been given to us, that is 2,496 rupees. So that's why we are forming this equation. In this case, now calculating, P is there, we are cutting off by 4, 8 to the 4 to the 8 and 425 is 100. So simplifying, we are getting 27, 25 plus 2, 27 by 25 whole square minus 1, which is equal to rupees 2,496. So therefore P is common. We are simplifying. 25 square, you know, it is 625, and 27 square it is coming as 229 minus 625, which is equal to the compound interest given. In this case, so therefore we will be finding out the P. Our target is to find out the P, principal, how much money has been taken, borrowed. That means principal we will find out. That's why principal we are taking left hand side, and the rest expression we are shifting to the right hand side. So rupees 2,496. So naturally the denominator, that side will be going to the numerator, and the numerator will be coming to the denominator. So subtracting this thing, 729 minus 625 is coming as 104. So we are calculating, after calculation, after total calculation, firstly I am dividing by 4. So 104 dividing by 4 is 26, and 2,496 divided by 4 is 624. Again dividing by 2, 26 divided by 2 is 13. So 624 is dividing by 2 is 312, and by 13 if it is divided, we are getting 24. So finally P is equal to, principal will be equal to rupees 24. This 24 multiplied by 625 and multiplying together, we are getting 15,000 rupees. That means the principal is 15,000 rupees. That means that Chandana Devi borrowed rupees 15,000 rupees from the bank for 2 years at the rate of 8% per annum, and she paid the compound interest 2,496. So this is the solution. So we'll be going to more type of solutions in the next. Follow it. Thank you. We are coming next to the problem number 12, the same exercise. It is another type. Two types of problem we have solved already. One is how to find out the amount. second one how to find out the principal, and here is the amalgamation problem of simple interest and compound interest. So you read the problem. Problem is that calculate the sum of money if the difference between the compound interest and simple interest for 2 years at the rate of 9% interest per annum is rupees 129.60, then we have to find out the sum of money, how much money was invested, so that the difference between two type of interest, one is compound interest, another one is simple interest, will be coming as rupees 129.60. See the problem. Let here the principal, we are assuming the principal is P. Given the rate of interest per conversion per year is 9%, that is, it is annually compounded, and time is 2 years. So time is 2 years and the money is compounded annually, so n will be equal to 2. You know the compound interest formula from the previous problem we have discussed. Compound interest is equal to P into 1 plus R is equal to 9% here, 9 by 100, n is equal to 2, so 2 minus principal. So this is amount minus principal is coming as compound interest. And the formula for the simple interest, it is known to you, P into R into T by 100. So principal is P here, rate is 9% and the time is 2 years by 100. So we have find out the compound interest and simple interest separately. According to the question, question is telling the difference between the compound interest and the simple interest is rupees 129.60. So that's why we have subtracted compound interest minus simple interest is equal to rupees 129.60. So now calculation is coming here. Compound interest is coming from there. I'm taking common as P. So here is coming 100 is LCM, 100 plus 1 is the 100 plus 9, 109 by 100, 109 by 100 whole square minus 1 because that P has been taken common out, minus the simple interest, that is P into R into T, that is 9 into 2 is 18 into P by 100, which is equal to the difference between the interest. So calculating there, we are taking P common from all three terms, P taking common out. So 109 into 109 by 100 into 100 as it was square. So minus 1 minus 18 by 100, which is equal to 129.60 rupees. So from there we are calculating now. So 100 into 100, you can understand it is coming as 10,000. 10,000 is the coming as LCM. So it is coming 109 into 109, it will be coming 11881 minus 10,000 minus 1800, which is equal to rupees 129.60. So simplifying these two, adding these two, subtracting from here, you will be getting 81 by 10,000, P into 81 by 10,000 will be equal to rupees 129.60. So the principal is coming is equal to rupees 129.60 into, when it is going that side, so numerator will be coming as a denominator, denominator will be coming as a numerator. So that's why it is multiplying by 10,000 dividing by 81. So simplifying, we can understand 129.60, I have taken 12960 by 100, decimal has been removed and divided by 81. So 1010 cancel, here is 10, here is 10 cancel. So we are getting 1296 divided by 81, dividing by 9, so it is giving us 144, and again dividing by 9, 144 is coming as 16. 16 multiplied by 1000 is 16,000. So the total sum of money was invested in that particular problem was 16,000. So it is one of the very basic problems of the purpose of examination. You must learn it properly so that you can solve it. You go through the problems. I have solved 3 problems today, and the similar type of problems are there in the book. Please solve them, and if you are really, if it is hard for you, so I can help you, please let me by your contact. Thank you. Good morning, my dear students. Today again we are in the classroom. Up to yesterday, we have solved 4 problems from your exercise 6.1. Today, we will also solve few problems of the different types which is given in the exercise 6.1. So first of all, I have chosen the problem number 15 from your book. So the problem is, if the rate of compound interest for first and second year are 5% and 6% respectively, calculate the compound interest on rupees 5,000 for 2 years. You have seen here is a problem. Here up to now the interest was given 1, but here is 2 different interest for 2 different years. So we have to calculate by the same formula, but a little bit thinking is required to put. Let, in this case, we will be using the same formula, that is amount is equal to principal into 1 plus r by 100 to the power n, and you know n is the number of conversion period. So this problem is not mentioning when the interest will be compounded, that means it will be compounded annually. And for the first year the interest will be calculated over the interest of 5%, and the second year the interest will be calculated over the rate of interest 6%. So that's why we are taking, it is given here that principal is 5,000 rupees, time is 2 years, and R1 is the rate of interest for the first year. R1 is the rate of interest for the first year, it is 5%, and R2 is the rate of interest for the second year is 6%. So since the rate of the first year R1 is 5% and the second year is 6%, that's why the amount of the compound interest will be incurred, will be calculated over the principal 5,000 rupees into 1 plus first year's interest R is equal to 5 by 100 to the power 1 first year, and 1 plus 6 by 100 to the power 1 means for the second year. So by this way we will be getting the total amount which will be incurred after 2 years of the amount 5,000 rupees of the different rates for different years and for 2 years. So you see the calculation. So that is equal to 5 and 20, 5 20 is the 100. So 1 plus 1 by 20, that means 21 by 20, plus here is we are dividing by 2, 6 3 is the 2, and 100 2 is the 50. So 50 plus 3, 53 by 50, it is coming like that. So 1 0 1 0 cancel, here is 1 0 1 0 cancel. So firstly I am dividing this 50 by 5, so it is 10, and by 2 also it is 5. So finally it is there rupees 5 into 21 into 53, so it is coming 5,565. You multiply 5 into 21 is 105 by 53, so it will be coming as 5,565. That is the amount. But I have to calculate the compound interest. Compound interest I have to calculate. So just to calculate the compound interest, so compound interest is equal to the amount minus principal. So amount is there 5,565 and the principal is rupees 5,000 rupees. So finally the compound interest for that rupees 5,000 for 2 years in 2 different rate of interest for first year and second year, 5% and 6% will be coming as 565 rupees. Thank you. Okay, the next problem is problem number 17, and in this problem it is different from the previous problem because this problem there are 2 things to find out. One is the rate of interest and first one is the sum of money. In this problem if you read, if the simple interest and compound interest of a certain sum of money for 2 years are rupees 8,400 and rupees 8,652, then we have to calculate 2 things. How much sum of money was there, that means what was the principal and what was the rate of interest in that transaction. So just to find it out, we will be finding out 2 formulas. You know the simple interest formula. Simple interest formula is known to you, P into R into T by 100, and the compound interest formula also given to you. Separately we have to find out, because it is given, simple interest is given and compound interest is given. What we have to find out? We have to find out the principal and the rate of interest R. Just to find it out, we are going, firstly we are calculating the simple interest. Simple interest is P into R into T by 100. In this case, P is taken as P, rate of interest is R, time is 2 years by 100, and that sum is given here is rupees 8,400 rupees. So calculating twice PR by 100 is equal to rupees 8,400, and taking PR is equal to shifting this 2 by 100, 100 is going that side, it will be multiplied, and this 2 will be divided. That's why rupees 8,400 into 100 by 2. So it is coming 420000. That is, it is 4,20,000 rupees is coming as PR, principal and the interest product is like that. It is coming from the simple interest. Again, we are coming to the compound interest. Compound interest formula you know, P into 1 plus R by 100 to the power n. N is 2 here. Number of converted periods is 2. So it is 2 minus the principal. So we are getting the compound interest, and compound interest amount is given here rupees 8,652. 8,652 is given. Calculating them, we are taking P is 1 plus R by 100 whole square, we are breaking. Whole square is A square, 1 square is 1. 2 into A into B, 2 into A is 1, that is 2, twice R by 100, plus R by 100 whole square, that's R square by 10,000, minus this P, which is equal to rupees 8,652. After this calculation, we are multiplying, opening the bracket, P into 1 is P, P into twice R is equal to twice PR by 100, plus P into R square by 10,000, which is equal, minus P, which is equal to rupees 8,652. So this P and this P is cancelled because this is positive, this is negative. So you are getting, I'm taking common, PR is PR by 100 is taking common from these two terms. So PR by 100 taking common, what is left here? It is left here 2, plus here is R by 100, which is equal to 8,652. This equation I am taking as the equation number 2. Now PR value we have got from the first equation, from the simple interest. So if you substitute this value of PR from the equation number 1 in equation number 2, then we will be getting divided by 100. This number divided by 100 means 2 zeros will be going out, so it will be 4,200. So 4,200 into 1 plus R by 100, which is equal to rupees 8,652. And both sides rupees cancel. What is left here? 4,200 I am shifting right hand side. So it will be multiplied in the left hand side, it will be divided in the right hand side. It has been divided. So it is coming 8,652 by 4,200. And leaving left hand side leaving is that 2 plus R by 100. So 2 plus R by 100, again this 2 is shifted that side, so it is subtracted. So R by 100 value is coming 8,652 by 4,200 minus 2. So the value of R is coming here, this 100 is shifted that side, that is it is multiplied in the right hand side. So 8,652 minus 8,400, because 4,200 is the LCM multiplied by 2, it is 8,400 will be coming. So 4,200 into 100. So these two zeros cancel. So R value is coming here, that is 252. Subtracting 8,400 from 8,652, we are getting 252 by 42. So R is coming here, after calculation R is coming here 6%. So the rate of interest in this transaction was 6%. When the rate of interest we got, we will be finding out what was the capital was invested in this transaction. So we can find out, you substitute the value of R in question number 1, in equation number 1. Substituting the value of R is equal to 6 in equation number 1, we are getting P into 6 is equal to rupees 4,20,000 Therefore, P is equal to 4,20,000 by 6. And after calculating, you are getting the principal was 70,000. 70,000 was capital. So in this problem, so two things we have calculated using both the formulas of simple interest and compound interest, and we have solved. And in this problem, we got the money was invested was 70,000 rupees, and the rate of interest was 6%. This type of problem, more problems are there. You please solve them and consulting with this answer and tell me. Thank you. Next, we are discussing the next problem, problem number 19. Please read this problem. In this problem, it is stating calculate compound interest on rupees 6,250 at the rate of 10% compound interest per annum for 9 months. It is given for 9 months, compounded at the interval of 3 months. Here is the clue of this problem, and here is the difference of the problem with the previous problems. In the first day, second slide, we have discussed when the compound interest may compound yearly, half yearly or quarterly. So this problem is a problem that type where the compound interest is compounding quarterly at an interval 3 months, means it is compounding quarterly. That means after 3 months, interest will be calculated, and that interest will be added with the previous principal and will be coming as the principal for the next 3 months. So this problem can be solved in two different ways. One is directly using the formulae, or one after one, stepwise, first 3 months calculation of interest will be calculated. That calculation you see first, we have done it as a alternative method of calculating the compound interest one after one. So firstly, the simple interest for first 3 months will be what it will be calculated. And in this calculation, the principal has been given as 6,250 rupees. Rate is 10% per annum, and it is for 3 months. 3 months means how many years? 3 months means 3 by 12 years. So that's why it is 10% into 3 by 12 years by 100. And after calculating, you will be getting the interest for the first 3 months of the given money, that is 6,250 rupees, will be calculated as 156.25 rupees. So this is the interest for the first quarter, first 3 months. So when the next 3 months calculation will be adding this interest with the previous principal, and that will be told as principal for the second interval of 3 months. So I am terming as P2, and P1 is the principal which is given to us, that is principal. So when we are adding the given principal P1, that is 6,250 rupees, and I1 is the interest incurred in the first 3 months interval, that is 156.25 rupees, 156.25 rupees. Adding them, it is coming as rupees 6,406.25 rupees, and that will be the principal for the next interval of 3 months. So next interval of 3 months interest, if we are taking as I2, so I2 will be equal to rupees 6,000. Principal is how much? P2. P2 is 6,406.25, 6,406.25 into 10. 10 means 10% per annum, and it is for 3 months. That's why 3 by 12 years by 100. And calculating this thing, we will be getting that the interest for the second interval of 3 months over the money 6,406 rupees will be equal to rupees 160.16. So this is the interest for the second interval. We'll be finding out the interest for the third interval. So just to calculate the interest for the third interval, we have to find out what will be the principal in that interval. Just to get the principal of the interval, we'll be summing up P2. P2 means principal for the second interval, that is 6,406.25 plus its interest of 160 rupees, 160 rupees 0.16 will be added with it. So principal for the third interval is coming as 6,566.41 rupees. So this will be the principal, and you know I3 is the interest for the third interval of 3 months we are calculating. I3 is equal to P3 into R into time is 3 by 12, means for 3 months. So calculating this thing, you will be getting the interest for the third interval of 3 months will be equal to 164.16 rupees. So these are the three intervals, three interest we have calculated: I1, it is I2, and it is I3. I3 is this. So total interest will be incurred. I will be equal to I1 plus I2 plus I3, that is equal to rupees 156.25 plus rupees 160.16 plus rupees 164.16, and summing up will be getting the total interest will be incurred as 480.57 rupees. So this is the one way to calculate it, stepwise, one after one. But if you want to use the formulae which we have find out, amount formulae, by that also we can find it out. If you go with the previous first day's class, second slide, where we have discussed when the compound interest may be compounded yearly, half yearly or quarterly, then the calculation of rate of interest per conversion period and number of conversion period formula has been given to you, and that formula is that rate of conversion period will be equal to rate per annum divided by how many times it is converting in a year. So when after 3 months it is converting, naturally it is 12 divided by 3 is 4 times it is converting. So that's why rate of interest per annum divided by 4 will be giving you the rate of interest per conversion period. So that's why it is 10% by 4, that is 2.5% interest per conversion period. And n is the number of conversion period will be how many? It is the total time has been given as 9 months. 9 months means 9 by 12 years, that is 3 by 4 years. So 3 by 4 years into 4, because in a year it is 4 times compounding. That's why 3 by 4 years into 4. So it is coming 4 cancel, it is 3. So n is equal to 3. That means 3 times it will be converting the principal into compounded. Principal will be compounded and the interest will be added with it. So using the formula A is equal to P into 1 plus R by 100 to the power n. Principal is given here 6,250 rupees plus 1 plus 2.5 by 100 to the power n is 3 here. So calculating 25 decimal, removing decimal, we are writing 25 by 1000 and cancelling each other, that is 25 by, that is 40 LCM, 40 plus 1 is 41. So 41 by 40 whole cube. So 6,250 into 41 by 40 whole cube. So after calculation, this thing you will be getting rupees 6,225 into 41 into 41 into 41. If we go through the calculation, 1010 cancel. If we divide 40 by 5, so it will be 8. Dividing by 5, it will be 125. Again, divided 40 by 5 is 8. Dividing 125 by 5 is 25. And finally, we will be getting 25 into 41 into 41. So it will be by multiplying 41 into 41 into 41 will be coming as 68921 into 25 divided by 4 into 8 into 8. So again, multiplying 25 into this number will be equal to 1723025 divided by 4 into 8 will be equal to 256. And after dividing, we will be getting it is 6,730.57. So this is the amount. 6,730.57 is coming as an amount. So I want to find out the compound interest. When I want to find out the compound interest, so obviously we have to subtract the principal from the amount. That is 6,730.57. That is the amount minus the principal given to us, that is 6,250. Subtractive will be getting rupees 480.57 as the compound interest of the given sum for 9 months. And if the interest is converting into principal after an interval of 3 months, That is, it is compounding quarterly. So this is the way to solve the problem when it is quarterly, half yearly, they are compounding the interest. Thank you. Next, the problem number 20. In this problem, calculate at what rate of interest per annum. That means we have to find out the rate of interest per annum. Will rupees 60,000 amount to rupees 69,984 in 2 years? That means principal is rupees 60,000, amount is coming as 69,984 rupees, time is equal to 2 years. That means n will be in this case, because it is no time has been given, it is when it is compounded, that means it is annually compounded. Annually compounded if 2 years, so it will be n is equal to 2. We have to find out the rate of interest per conversion period. Just to find it out, we will be using the same formula. A is equal to P into 1 plus R by 100 to the power n. In this case, amount is given, amount is 69,984 rupees. 69,984 rupees is equal to principal is 60,000 rupees into 1 plus R by 100 to the power n is equal to 2, because after 2 years how much it will be coming rate. So calculating this 60,000, I am shifting to the left hand side. So 69,984 by 60,000 rupees is coming, and right hand side is there 1 plus R by 100 to the power 2. Calculating these things, dividing in different ways, we will be getting simplified form 2916 by 2500 is equal to 1 plus R by 100 to the power 2. Again we are dividing it. Again divide by 4. It is, the denominator is coming 625, numerator is coming 729. So that is equal to 1 plus R by 100 square. So if we go, that numerator is the square of 27 and denominator is the square of 25. Why we are converting into square? Because right hand side is the square. When we can convert the left hand side in the form of square, so right hand side is also a square, so we can take the square root of both sides and that square will be removed. So that's why we are trying to convert the left hand side in the form of a square of some number. So we got that square of that number is 27 by 25 square is equal to 1 plus R by 100 to the power 2. So taking square root of both sides, so square is going out. So we are getting 27 by 25 is equal to 1 plus R by 100. So R by 100 is equal to, we are shifting this one this side. So it is coming 27 by 25 minus 1. Simplifying, we are getting that is 2 by 25. So R will be equal to 2 by 25 into 100. So it is cutting off by 25, it is 4. So 4 into 2 is 8%. The rate of interest per annum per conversion period was 8%, and as it is compounded annually, so the rate per annum, calculate the rate of interest per annum will also be, that means R will be equal to also 8%. Thank you. Next problem, the problem number 23. In this problem, we will calculate how many years, means time we have to calculate. Will rupees 50,000 amount to rupees 60,500 at the rate of 10% compound interest per annum. That means in this problem we have to find out how much time it will take. How much time it will take just to convert this principal to this amount with the given rate. So formula is same. Formula is that A is equal to P into 1 plus R by 100 to the power n. All the nomenclatures known to you. Here amount is given, here is that 60,500 rupees. The principal has been given 50,000 rupees. Rate per annum is given 10,000 rupees. So rate per conversion period also it is 10% because it is compounded per annum. We have to find out how many years it will be taking just to convert 50,000 rupees to 60,500 rupees. So that means we have to find out n, and from there we will be finding out t. Putting the value of a, that is 60,500 rupees, is equal to p. P is 50,000 rupees into 1 plus r. R is 10% by 100 to the power n. So we are calculating, this is 10 and 100 cancelling each other, so it is coming as 1 plus 1 by 10. So finally summing up, it will be coming 11 by 10 to the power n. And this 50,000 rupees we are shifting from right hand side to left hand side. So it is 60,500 divided by 50,000 rupees. So firstly we are cutting 2 zeros and dividing by 5, we are getting 121 by 100. So 121 is the square of 11 and 100 is the square of 10. And we are converting in this form because the base of the right hand side in the form of 11 by 10. So left hand side is coming 11 by 10 whole square, right hand side is coming 11 by 10 to the power n. We know if the left hand side and right hand side are equal and the bases are equal, then powers must be equal. That means n will be equal to 2. So from there we can get n is equal to 2. What is n? N is the total number of conversion time. Conversion period is 2, and as it is yearly compounded, so the time will be t is equal to 2 years. So with this problem, we are completing this exercise, because all types of problems we have covered. We have find out amount, we have find out principal, we have find out the rate of interest, we have find out the time, how much time it is required to convert the principal into amount. So every type of problem we have discussed. You please go through all the problems, and if there is any problem, let me know by the next contact. Thank you.